you shot some underwater footage with your GoPro or other camera and it just doesn't look right? Today I'll show you how to go from this awful, flat looking blue footage to this amazing, contrasty, nicely saturated clip that is similar to what you see in a GoPro advertisement. If you're new to this channel, welcome, and please hit that subscribe button and enable the bell to never miss out on a new video. Alright, before we fix your footage, we need to explain some very simple theory that is absolutely crucial to understand how to improve your underwater video. Light wavelengths travel differently underwater like they travel in the air. The deeper you go, the more colors will disappear. Essentially, if you think of the entire color spectrum, red light is absorbed first, followed by orange, yellow, green and blue light stays the longest, and that's why things look always quite blue the deeper you go. Now, divers tend to use a red filter to offset that, but it's not necessary. We're gonna do that in post-production. So in order to compensate for this, we need to bring back reds into our footage. And I guarantee you it is super easy. So let's open up Premiere Pro with the underwater clip. As you can see, it doesn't look amazing. It is lacking contrast and it has exactly that desaturated blue hue, but we will fix that in no time. So before we go ahead, I like to create an adjustment layer for our color correction. You could do the color correction directly on your source clip, but an adjustment layer has the advantage that you can turn it on and off to compare what you do. Step number one, let's open up the Lumetri color panel and go to basic correction and select temperature and tint. Move that temperature slider to the right to make the image look a lot warmer and bring the reds back. We are encountering one issue now. The image looks a bit too greenish, but no problem at all. You can fix that by moving the tint slider to the right to add a purple hue, which will offset the greens. Pretty nice already, isn't it? But we're gonna make it even better. Step number two, let's bring back some contrast into the image. Within the Lumetri panel, let's go to curves and bring down the darks a bit and bring up the lights to add that nice S-shaped curve. We can enhance that by going back into basic correction section and playing with the highlights and shadows there. The image is exposed quite normally, so I don't have to do too much. But what I like to do in general is lift the shadows a bit and decrease the highlights in order to bring back some more detail into the image. In addition, I'll decrease the contrast a tiny bit, just right here, and I'll pull down the whites as the reflection on the shirt looks a little bit too intense for my taste. And I also want to bring down the blacks quite a bit because I want that rich look in that particular color. Now see how that already looks more natural? Let's make it even more cinematic and add a color grade. Again, I'm using the third adjustment layer right here that I had duplicated previously. I like those to keep things separated, but it is totally up to you. There is a free LUT that comes by default with Premiere and it is super good for underwater footage. Let's select the creative section and open up the drop-down menu. The LUT we are looking for is called CineSpace 2383A RGB 6-bit. That's a complicated name. So let's select that in the drop-down menu. Now that LUT will make the effects quite dramatic. With its full intensity, it will likely oversaturate your image quite easily, so you have to be a bit careful here, but not a problem. All we gotta do is reduce its intensity by pulling that slider to the left so it looks nice on your clip. In addition, I think the skin tone is a bit too saturated, so let's bring down the saturation slider as well, and that looks much more realistic. Great. Let's replay that. Yeah, that looks good. Let's see the comparison. Wow, did I promise too much? That was really easy, wasn't it? Please comment below what you think of this and check out my other videos, and if you find this useful, hit that thumbs up button and I'll see you next time.